Hello everybody and welcome to my auction house guide for Legion. So, it's not quite 7.2 yet as of this recording, but I still feel like the game is pretty active by people. But as always, the more people play this game, the better my methods at least are just gonna be. That's kind of the golden rule of the auction house playing that I've been doing since Wrath of the Lich King. Now, some statistics first. As of this recording, I played Legion for about 2 months, and in those 2 months, I have actually managed to make like 800k gold. So, I spent it like 500k gold, and I started the expansion with 3.5 million, and now I'm at, well, soon 3.8. So, like 800k gold in just about 2 months now. I'm pretty satisfied with that, and I want to also mention that I have been playing the game normally, doing a lot of content, like anything from Karasan to the full meta in Firemans and all that sort of stuff, really just grinding the gear and everything. You know, you don't have to spend a lot of time on this. And here comes the disclaimer: if you have a perfect realm like myself. So I play on Europe Ravenquest, which is like a top 3, maybe 5 populated alliance realm. There's barely any hordes. We can quickly go to the auction house here and see just how popular it is. Pro tip here: if you're ever, surfing for a good realm, a lot of activity, there should be at least 60k auctions posted on the auction house at all times, even during low activity patches like we have currently. But yeah, that was just a little minor thing there. Okay, so let's get on with it. I have just went through my, my daily crafting that I pretty much try to do every every third day at the minimum. So let's just take it from the top here. I make quite a bit of this 850 items, and I want to show off the realm and kind of like the prices that I have and kind of the methods. So I know that I buy stonehide leather for about 5 gold a piece, and I like to say that blood of sargeras is like 500 gold each. So I can already tell you now that there's no profit in these belts here, and I will just move on. And then we come to bracers. I instantly saw that I like about 700 gold profit in selling these, and this is why I then made 2 of these ones and just moved on from there quickly. And the same thing for this one, very good profit on these ones, about 2k gold profit or something like that, maybe a little more. And the same for the gloves. And as soon as I went through all the 850 for both mail and leather, I also made a few of these ones here. So stuff like leather love seed is pretty popular. Actually, there's none on the auction house right now even, so I made just 1. I could even make 2 now, just because I actually noticed now that there wasn't any on the auction house. As well as flaming loop, I saw that there was some profit in that as well. Not a lot, but whatever. Another thing I also like to do occasionally is just make minor things like these ones. Like, they take a lot of time to sell, but it's still fun enough to just kind of do it for a little bit of profit. It's really not worth it, but yeah. So let's get on to the main part, the one that I really make a lot of gold on, or at least had since Warlords of Draenor when I migrated to this realm. Transmog. I make good gold on Transmog, and I made an auction house video before where I kind of talk about that. So stuff like the cobra scale helms from leatherworking, they always sell for pretty good profit. The problem is just buying all the materials from the auction house. That can be very long. But more of that just later. But yeah, basically stuff like these cobra scales helm here, or storm shroud set. Also not a vanilla thing, very hard recipes to get, so that means that I'm pretty much the only one that post these on the auction house. Gemfero, that is my guy, and like there's no competition for me currently just because nobody else is making them, and I can sell these storms route items, maybe 5 of these a month or something, and look at the cheap materials for these. So it's like 50k profit, 15k profit every time I sell one. It's pretty amazing. Let's see what more. Yeah, I also made stuff like the yeah, the old school vanilla items from Molten Core when you were stacking resistance to beat Ragnaros. They sell pretty slowly and they're not really that good, but still it's fun to kind of do. I also sell just a few of these black dragon scale, but the problem again is materials. So pro tip here, you never, and I do say you never want to farm materials. I buy every single material that I ever use for my playing on the auction house. Don't grind it, it takes too long time. So I bought up quite a few of these black dragon scale now just because I saw they were close to 100 gold, and then I just make one of these. Like that's the only thing I can do for this week maybe. So yeah, it can take a little while to snipe materials and whatnot, but just gotta deal with it. For jewel crafting, I also make these 850 items. They are like, at best they're 5k profit, but it's still okay fun to kind of do. The necklaces are a little more random. They are definitely harder to sell, but they can be pretty good profit when the prices are right. I tend to just kind of wait for these 850 items to rise in prices before I make them, and also try to snipe cheap gems and whatnot. So like I can see this one here, maybe in like 2 or 3 days there's gonna be none on the auction house, the prices are reset, then I will make one. Pretty much that, so it's a bit of a waiting game. Gems on my realm, at best they're like 500 gold profit, so I don't really make them. Jewel crafting is also really hard to make just because of the pandemonium and all those other gems that you need to make. They can maybe make like 5k profit, but yeah. This one here is also not really worth it. There's way too much competition in this one. Yes, the materials are very low, but it just never sells. That's at least my theory. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As you can see, it's mostly about my leather working. I have made so much gold on leather working, it's stupid. Jewel crafting I don't really make a lot on, also just because I got jewel crafting profession back in the heydays of prospecting ores, when we were flipping ores back in Wrath of the Lich King and so forth. So I don't really have many good recipes on this profession here, but I'm sure you could try to make old school gems or stuff like that, weird transmog, I don't know, something like that with jewel crafting. Like there's probably a lot of options that I don't really cover, but again, 800k gold made in 2 months while also doing a ton of other stuff. I'm pretty happy with that, considering I'm only using 2 professions and still early in Legion for me, so I might lack a few recipes and whatnot. But yeah, let's send all the daily stuff to my bank alt, so you can kind of just see how much I'm sending now. Bam, lots of gems there. Oh well, 2 anyways. Let's see there, stone barding, the graven scale. So in total I sent it like, I don't know, 50-60k gold now to my bank alt. Let's see if I forgot anything. I don't think there was. So another thing is also, I buy all materials on my bank alt. It's just easier to manage that way, and then I quickly dump it into the bank tab here, whatever it's called. Regrants tab. It's just a nice way to kind of manage it and do it fast, you know, don't waste a lot of time on these things here. And actually before I relog, I want to just quickly show off another thing with leather working. I have made a ton of gold from crafting weird things like this. Today I actually managed to get some heavy savage leather for like 5 gold each, and I just want to tell you that turning raw leather into heavy savage leather or heavy Borean leather and so forth, they can actually be pretty good gold. They sell slowly, but when they sell, it's a big margin of profit, and it's very safe, you know, there's no real risk to it. So I'm just gonna make a few of these. I don't think there's much else than I can quickly say. Yeah, of course I'm also making these ones here because people buy them all the time for Transmog. I can probably sell a few of these every day, which is pretty good. Let's see, maybe I should actually show another flip that I like to do. I like to try and buy exotic leather. Usually okay, so today they're really crap, but as you can see my history, if they don't reset the prices, You can get these pretty cheap and then turn them into magnificent leather and sell them that way for a lot of gold as well. Like, it's just the smallest little things that I even make gold on sometimes. It's stupid, but yeah. I think this part is over now, so let's cut it to the bank vault. Okay, so let's move on. So now I'm on my bank vault. Just a few pro tips just for, you know, I don't know, doing a bit of a fun time here in the video. I like dinosaurs on the druid that is leveled to at least level 20, just because of the increased movement speed in cat form, and also the mailbox is really close to the auction house NPC, and there's really no people ever in dinosaurs, especially important on a high pop realm. You know, it's just all about speeding up relogs, and I also have disabled most of the add-ons that I use on my normal characters. You know, just those few little things. I just wanted to mention that it's cool to kind of be nerdy and efficient about that. At least I like to believe so. But yeah, as you can see, I looted all the items that I sent it to the bank vault now. And the only thing I need to do now to finish up my daily routine is just post them. I use only one add-on, and it's just Auctionator. It's really just good. Now, to be sure that I'm posting the items for the correct price, I always like to kind of just double check this. The add-on can maybe be a little weird sometimes on certain crafted items. So I can see that the cheapest one, an Aurora, and the one I was posting, I think that was Fire Flash. So I can see that I can easily try to sell this one for maybe 4,200 or something. That's a decent price since it's pretty good stats. And then I just like to kind of just post the other items pretty fast if I see it's okay priced and whatnot. There's no real thought to that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that if there's no auctions posted, I see in the auctionator that it either says today or yesterday, which is kind of important to look out for. Maybe I will find an item that shows this. So I can already tell you now that this one is too high priced. At least that's my theory. Yeah, it's a little high priced. I don't think it's gonna sell at 6k. So I'm just gonna lower it to like 6,600 just to kind of bait people in. Few gems, why not? And like, this is really all that I do. Just log on my druid, craft a few items that I know were sold out from yesterday or whatever. Another thing here is, if I know that items in demand have sold out completely, I like to just repost them for a very high price. You know, that's a dick move and whatever, but like that's just a thing I do, especially for a few items like so I mill herbs on my warrior to make these shoulder enchantments you see here. People buy them all the time for heirlooms and twinks, so it's just really good to try and reset those prices once in a while. Like, I can give you one example here. I'm actually undercutting people heavily because people start put them below 1,000 gold or 500, whatever. So I just put one in for 300, and then I hope somebody will undercut that 300 so I can easily buy them out and reset the prices. Always try to reset prices if you can. It really can make a lot of gold doing that. And yeah, let's post these at like 122 gold. There you go. And I think that's pretty much it for the video. Again, know your professions, know your realm, and also just be lucky with the realm. There's no doubt that the prices on my realm, Ravencrest Europe, are insane for what I do. I couldn't wish for anything better. It's absolutely amazing, these prices that I'm dealing with. I have played Auction House on 3 other realms since vanilla, so I know about, you know, the RNG of realms and all that stuff. Just going to a realm that actually had good prices for what I specifically do, and also not too high competition, is just transforming the way that I make gold. So I want to kind of end the video with that as well. All about realm prices as well. I will say that, and I will admit that I am pretty lucky too with that. So yeah, I hope you found this useful. Again, don't farm materials, buy the materials raw from the auction house. Don't spend a lot of time. Like I can spend on a busy day, you know, not wanting to do this stuff, I maybe spend like half an hour every day, and I can still at worst make 10k gold a day. The best that I have done so far on a day was 110k sales. That is not pure profit, but I did sell over 100k of items. So yeah, it's really just all about not spending too much time on this, because there's so much else in World of Warcraft than making gold. So yeah, I hope you found this useful, and as always, thank you for watching and have a good one.